Alright, welcome to Coxie's Picks, and we're doing Not Two Deads, 2 in the Bag challenge for as part of his cuff college. And there's the key from the last time. I still hadn't bothered to get it out, so that's quite useful. And obviously we're still going to be using my stunt cuffs. These are a really old knackered set Smith & Wesson, which they'll probably jam. They normally do. So that'll be fun. Right, and the hardest part of the challenge is finding these carrier bags. So it's my understanding that we have to put the cuffs on. Once we've got the cuffs on, we then have to use the key to extract ourselves with our hands inside the bags, which is depriving our sight, and we have to use touch and feel, and we can't really feel much because the key's slippy and slidey. Actually, I think that's set. Oh, it has. Who knew? Washing up liquid goes into like a jelly. That's going to make it even more interesting. Okay, so I'm going to take my wedding ring off for this one. So cuffs going on. Oh, they're stiff. Okay. Alright, so we've got the keyholes out. Alright, key thing to remember is that I've got bows up, which means that the keyhole is up to the top. Watch me fuss around and try and get to this side, because that'll be just sod's law. So bag number 1 going on. Do you know what, it's really hard just to try and get them in the bag. Not quite sure on the requirement of 2 bags, but okay. There we go. Alright, so I'm going to reach in, get the key, which I now have, which you can't see in the bags, but there is a key. Lots of rustling. There we go, 1 key. Okay, so we've got the key, then got to reach down into the cup. Hopefully you can see us on camera. Can't see much though, so I'm going to root around and probably get a whole load of plastic inside the cuff. One thing to remember whenever you're doing stuff by feel is that the bow is orientated in such that you've got the blade one way, so at least you've got a 50-50 chance of trying to get it in the hole. Might be in the hole, don't know. Could be jammed again. Oh, there we go. Alright, so that's the first one done. Alright, as you can see, it's a whole pot mess there. So I then think we have to go and extract our key from the cuff from this side. So that's just a case of wiggling and jiggling. Alright, readjusting the key. It is there, trust me. Alright, get it lined up. And then it's a case of reaching in and doing exactly the same process. Feeling around. Yeah, I don't think you're actually going to see anything here. There we go, I'm done. Right. One advantage to this sort of thing, oh gosh, I've got all the bits of plastic in there. One of the things, there's a key in there somewhere as well. Look, see, there is a key. One of the advantages would be that when you no longer can see what you're doing, you are relying on your feel, which probably means that at some point Not Today's going to say do it behind her back, which I won't be using these cuffs because they are notorious, they do jam. I'll probably switch out and probably try something like that with a little bit of M300s. However, there we go, challenge done, number 2 down. Apologies for all the rustling noise, I'll try and see what I can do in editing to try and cut it down, but there we go. And I suppose I better ditch this jelly because look, that is definitely sealed. Who knew? Alright, stay safe, see you in the next video. Goodbye.